Hello grade 8 children. Today I am here to teach you chapter 13 in your textbook, that's fraction part 1. So only we are discussing multiplication here, and the next unit you are doing division. We'll take this circle. A whole is divided into 4 equal parts and shaded 3 parts. How can we write down the shaded region as a fraction? We can say 3/4 of the whole area. How can we write down? We can write down as 3/4. So this is the total number of parts here. This is the shaded part. If a unit is divided into several parts and if one or several parts are taken, it can be written as a fraction. So this is a fraction. So what you call the number above the line? We call it numerator. Number below the line? Denominator. If a part or several parts of a whole unit is called a fraction. Now let's take this example. There are 43 hens in a farm. 13 of them are red in color. Show that the number of red hens as a part of that whole. So this is number of hens in a farm. So altogether how many hens are there? 43. Out of 43, how many red hens are there? 17. So we can write number of red hens as a fraction 17/43. Write the numerator and denominator of the fractions given below. We know the number above the line is the numerator, number below is the denominator. So I can write numerator So what's the value here? 17 is the numerator, 43 is the denominator. This one, 17 is the numerator, 20 is the denominator. 5/8, 5 is the numerator value, 8 is the denominator. 11/19, 11 is the numerator and 19 is the denominator. Unitary fraction. So look at this one. A circle divided into 2 parts and one part is shaded. So how can you write as a fraction? 1/2. This circle, 3 parts are there, one part is shaded. 1/3. 4 parts are there, one part is shaded. 1/4. This one, 5 parts are there, one is shaded. 1/5. Look at the numerator. Numerator is always 1. So we call these a unitary fraction. So when you get numerator 1, we call it unitary fractions. Proper fractions. What are proper fractions? When you take the numerator and the denominator, if the denominator is bigger than the numerator, or we call other way around, numerator is smaller than the denominator, we call these are proper fractions. 3 is less than 7, 5 is less than 8, 7 is less than 9, 5 is less than 11. So take this set of fractions and select proper fractions from the given fractions. Here, this is proper fraction because 3 is less than 7. We can't take this one. We can't take this one. Here we can take 5 over 12. That's a proper fraction. 2 over 9 we can take, but we can't take 22 over 7. Improper fractions are the way around. When the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we call those are improper fractions. Look at this one. 22 is bigger than 7. 8 is bigger than 3. 11 is bigger than 5. 9 is bigger than 7. 17 is bigger than 4. Now, select improper fractions from these ones. We can write 22 over 3. That's bigger. 5 over 8 you can't take. 13 over 9, yes. Here, what about this one? Yes. 7 over 6 you can. 11 over 8 can. 13 over 20 you can't write. So now we know what are improper fractions and proper fractions. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions you can get by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by a whole number. So you can multiply by 2, 3, 4, any number, and you can get the same equivalent fraction. So here we'll multiply by 2. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. You can write the same thing by multiplying these two by 3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. Multiply this by 4. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Again, by 5. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 2, 10. So we call these are equivalent fractions. So we can write half is equal to 2/4 or 3/8, 4/8, 3/6, 4/8 and 5/10. Now write down the equivalent fractions. Now here 3, you need to get 3, you have to convert to 9. 3 times 3, that means 3 times 2, 6. How will you get 12? 3 times 4. So 4 times 2, 8. This one, 7, convert to 14, multiply by 2. 2 times 5, 10. 7 times 3, you get 21. 5 times 3, 15. 7 times 4, 28. 4 times 5, 20. This one convert to these fractions. 10 times 2, 20. 9 times 2, 18. 10 times 3, 30. 9 times 3, 27. 10 times 4, 40. 9 times 4, 36. 8 becomes 16. Multiply by 2. So 22. 8 becomes 24, multiplied by 3, 33. 8 times 4, 32. 11 times 4, 44. Now this one, 3 becomes 6, multiplied by 2. 3 becomes 9, multiplied by 3. 3 times 4, 12. 4 times 5, 20. So we can find equivalent fractions like this. Now you can do other way around. You can divide also by the same number, numerator and the denominator. Now let's take this one. 36 to 18 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2, 12. 36 to 12 divided by 3. So 24 divided by 3, you get 8. This one divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, you get 4. 6 divided by 2, you get 3. 4 divided by 2, it's 2. 80 divided by 2, 40. So 60 divided by 2, 30. Here 80 to 20 divided by 4. 60 divided by 4, 15. Then which one? 40 to 8 divide by 5. So 30 divided by 5, you can get 6. 8 divided by 2, 4. 6 divided by 2, you get 3. 60 divided by 2, 30. 40 divided by 2, 20. Again divide by 2, 15. This becomes 10. Here to here, divide by 5. 60 divided by 5, you get 12. 40 divided by 5, that's 8. Again 12 to 6, divide by 2, you get 4 here. Divided by 2 again, you get 2. Equivalent fractions can be written for whole numbers as well. Whole number 1, we can write 1 over 1. 2, you can write 2 over 1. 3, you can write 3 over 1. Now multiply by 2, 2 over 2. Multiply by 3, 3 over 3. Multiply by 4, 4 over 4. This one multiply by 2, 4 over 2. Multiply by 3, 6 over 3. Multiply by 4, 8 over 4. This one again multiply by 2, 6 over 2. Multiply by 3, 9 over 3. Multiply by 4, 12 over 4. Mixed numbers. So when you get a whole number and a proper fraction, we call those a mixed number. Not mixed fractions, mixed numbers. A whole number and a proper fraction. Whole number and a proper fraction. Select the mixed numbers. 2 over 3 proper fraction. Here you get 1 and 2/3. So this is a mixed number. 8 and 2/3 a mixed number. What about this one? 7 over 4 you can write as 1 and 3 over 4. So that's a mixed number, whole number and a proper fraction. 9 over 11 proper fraction, and you can write 2 and 3/5 as a mixed number. Write the mixed numbers given below as a sum of whole number and a proper fraction. 3 and a half, you can write 3 plus half. How can you write this one? 5, 3 over 7 means 5 plus 3 over 7. 4 and 5 over 8, 4 plus 5 over 8. This one, 7 and 5 over 9, you can write 7 plus 5 over 9. 6 and 2 sevens means 6 plus 2 over 7. 4 and 3/5 means 4 plus 3 over 5. Convert mixed number to improper fractions. So here you are asked to convert to improper fractions. Now here 3 2/5 you can write 3 plus 2 over 5. Now how can you convert this to the denominator 5? You can multiply by 5. So 3 over 1 you can write. So multiply by 5, 15, multiply by 5, 15 over 5. 3 over 1 you can write as 15 over 5 plus 2 over 5. Now 15 plus 2, you get the numerator and the denominator is 5. So how can you write as an improper fraction? 17 over 5. We can easily convert using below method. There's another method to convert mixed number to an improper fraction. So what we do, we multiply 3 times 5, we multiply this and add. So multiply, this is add 2, divide by 5. 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 2, 17 over 5. You get the same answer. How can you convert this one? You multiply this and add. 2 times 5 plus 3 over 5. So 10 plus 3, 13 over 5. So what's the method? You multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator. So we can write, what's the mixed number? Whole number multiplied by the denominator plus the numerator. And denominator comes here. Now take this one. 7 times 3 plus 4. 21. 21 plus 4 divided by 7. What's the answer? 25 over 7. This one, 2 times 6 plus 5 divided by 6. So 2 times 6, 12 plus 5 divided by 6. 12 plus 5 is 17. This one, 3 times 10 plus 7. 3 times 10, 30. 30 plus 7, you get 37 over 10. Convert the following mixed numbers to improper fractions at once. So without writing all the steps, you can write 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 5 times 7, 35. 35 plus 3, 38. 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 6 times 2, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. 7 times 3, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 1, 17. Convert to improper fractions to mixed numbers. Now, other way around. So, how we can write down? First, obtain the whole number by dividing the numerator by the numerator. Write the remaining as a fraction. So, what's the first step? Obtain the whole number by dividing the numerator by the denominator. So, here 13 divided by 5. So, you can write 13 divided by 5. 5 times 2, 10. What's the remainder? 3. So, you get this one. So, what you do, this is the whole number. So, you write down that 2. And then you write down the fraction. So, this is the remainder part. Remainder over the divisor, 3 over 5. 16 over 3, how can you write? 16 divided by 3. 3 times 5, 15. 1 remaining. So, how can you write? 5. 5 is the whole number. 1 over 3 is the proper fraction. Now, do this one. 20 over 7. 20 divided by 7. Long division. 7 times 2, 14. 6 remaining. How can you write down this one? 2 is the whole number. 6 over 7. This one, 8 over 5. 5 times 1. 3 remaining. So 1 and 3 over 5ths. So that's how you convert any improper fraction to a mixed number. Now let's revise addition. So you have done this before. Addition of fractions. same denominator, so you can add the numerators only. As the denominator is the same, add only the numerator. So 13 is the denominator, 5 plus 2, you get 7. This one 17 is the denominator, 8 plus 3, 11. 12, 11 is the denominator, 6 plus 2, 8. 16 is common, same thing, so just add the numerator, 9 plus 2, 11. Add the fractions given below. Now what happens? Denominators are not the same. So what you do when the denominators are not the same? Addition should be done after obtaining the common denominator. So you have to find out the common denominator, lowest common multiple. 3 and 4. What's the lowest common multiple? Can you remember how to get the lowest common multiple? Take the highest number, 4. 4 is not divisible by 3. So we ignore. Take the multiple, 8. 8 also not divisible. Next multiple is 12. 12 is divisible by 3 and 4. That means 12 is the lowest common multiple. So now you are converting to equivalent fractions with denominator 12. 4 times 2, here 8. So this one 12, 3 times 4. So 3 times 1, 3. 8 plus 3, 11. So the answer is 11 over 12. 5 and 4. What's the largest one? 5. 5 is not divisible by 4. Next multiple, 10. 10 is not divisible by 4. Next one, 15. You can't take. The other one is 20. 20 is the lowest common multiple. 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 2, 8. Here, convert to 20. This is 5 times 4. 5 times 1, 5. 8 plus 5, 13 over 20. 10 and 5, what's the lowest common multiple? 10. So this is 3. Convert to 10. This is multiplied by 2. So you get 4 here. 7 over 10. This one, lowest common multiple of 12 and 6 is 12. Convert to 12, equivalent fractions. 6 times 2. So 2 times 1, 2. So 5 over 12. Just you can add the numerators. This one, 8, 4. 8 is the common denominator. So convert to 8 here. 2 times 4, 8. So 2 times 1. 3 times 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. This one, 20. 20 is the lowest common multiple. Convert to 20. 4 times 3 here, 12. 12 plus 7, 19. Now what happens here? You get mixed numbers addition. So what you do when you have mixed numbers? First, add the whole numbers. And then secondly, add the two fractions. 3 plus 2, 5. Then you add 1/4 and half. So 4 and 2. What's the common denominator? 4. So convert to 4. I can write 1 here plus 2 times 2, 4. So 2 times 1, 2. So what's the final answer? 5 and 3 over 4. This one. First add the whole numbers. 7 plus 1, 8. Now you have to add 1/6 and 2/3. What's the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3? 6. So convert to the same thing. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 2, 4. So the final answer is 8 and 5 over 6. This one, 3 plus 1, 4. You need to add 3 over 10 and 2 over 5. Convert to the same thing. That's 10 is the lowest common multiple. So 3 plus 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 2, 4. So you get 4 and 7 over 10. Again this one, two mixed numbers, 4 plus 2, 6. 1 over 9 and 2/3 addition. Convert to the same denominator, that's 9. 9 and 1, here 3 times 3, 9. So 3 times 2, 6. So you get 6 and here 6 plus 1, 7 over 9. So what do you do when you get mixed numbers? First add the whole numbers and then think about the proper fractions. Subtract the given fractions. So same as addition. When you get same denominator, just subtract the numerators. First find the common denominator and subtract when you get different denominators. 8. 3 minus 2, 1. Here 10 is the common denominator. 7 minus 4, 3. This one, 5 over 9 minus 1/3. Now the denominators are different, so you have to convert to the same denominator. 5 there, 9 and 3, 9 is the lowest common multiple. So convert to 9, 3 times 3. So you do the same thing for the numerator, 3 times 1. So 5 minus 3, 2. So 2 over 9. 12 and 4, what's the lowest common multiple? 12. So 10 is already there. Convert 4 to 12, that's multiplied by 3. 3 times 1, 3. 10 minus 3, 7. 7 over 12. So when you get different denominators, you find out the lowest common multiple. 16 and 4. 16 is the lowest common multiple. 13 there, minus 4 times 4, 16. So 4 times 1, 4. 13 minus 4, you get 9. So answer is 9 over 16. 15 and 3. 15 is the lowest common multiple. 11 is there, minus 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 2, 10. So 1 over 15. Here 1 is there. How you convert to the same denominator? 7 is the denominator there. So we can write 1 as 7 over 7 minus 3 over 7. So 7 minus 3 is 4. So 4 over 7 is the answer. 1 minus 1 over 15 means I can write 1 as 15 over 15. Now 15 minus 11 is 4. So 4 over 15. Now subtraction of fractions when you get mixed numbers. So you can think about the whole numbers first. Subtract the whole numbers. 3 minus 2, 1. Now you can write 4 over 5 minus 1 over 5. Same denominator, so just subtract the numerators. 4 minus 1, 3. So 3 over 5. So 1 and 3/5. Here 7 minus 2 first. That's 5. Then think about the proper fraction subtraction. 5 over 8 minus 4 over 8. So what's the answer? 5 minus 4, 1. So 5 and 1, 8. 9 minus 5, 4. Then 12 is the lowest common multiple. 7 minus 2 times 6, 12. So 2 times 1, 2. So what's the answer? 4 and 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 over 12. 6 minus 3, 3. 10 and 5, what's the lowest common multiple? over 7 minus 5 times 2, 10. So 2 times 2, 4. So 3n, 7 minus 4, 3 over 10. 3 and 3/10. Now we'll do multiplication. Multiply a fraction by a whole number. So this can be written as addition of 1/7 3 times. 1 over 7 3 times means addition of 1 over 7 3 times. So what's the answer? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, 3/7. So how can you do in another way? We can write 1 over 7 into 3. Then I can write 3 as 3 over 1 as a fraction. Now we'll do numerator multiplication and denominator multiplication. 1 times 3 and 7 times 1. So 1 times 3, 3, 7 times 1, 7. So you multiply the numerators. Here 1 is there. Can you see? When you multiply by a whole number, only we multiply the whole number with the numerator, not the denominator. So multiply this one. You can straight away write down without converting. You can write 1 times 5 and just 8 there. Only the numerator we multiply by the whole number. So 5 over 8. 1 times 3 over 10. So 3 over 10. Now write these as above with the multiplication. I can write 1 times 7 over 12. 7 over 12. 1 times 5 over 9. 5 over 9. 3 times 2 over 7. 6 over 7. Here 3 times 3 over 10. That's 9 over 10. Multiply the following fractions. Simplify as far as possible. 1 times 5 divided by 7. Only the numerator. 5 over 7. You can't simplify further. This one, 3 times 4 over 8. Now can you see this one you can simplify further. We can see 4 and 8. Divide by 4. 1 and here 2. Now we are multiplying the numerator. 3 times 1, 3. And here 2. And 3 over 2 is an improper fraction. You can convert to a mixed number. So how you convert to mixed number? You divide by 2. 3 by 2. 2 times 1, 2. 1 remaining. That means 1 whole part and 1 over 2. This one, how can you write? 7 times 5. Divide by 10. Simplify. You can divide by 5. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So when you are simplifying, 1 with a numerator with a denominator, not numerator with numerator. So 7 times 1, 7 over 2. Now you can convert to a mixed number. 7 divided by 2 is 3 and 1 remaining. 3 whole parts and 1 over 2. This one, 12 times 3 divided by 8. Simplify. Divide by 4. 4 times 3, 4 times 2. So 3 times 3, 9, 9 over 2. Convert to a mixed number. 9 divided by 2. 2 times 4, 8 and 1 remaining. 4 and 1 over 2. 4 and a half. Multiply the following fractions and simplify. Numerator and denominator can be divided by 2. 3 times 2 first. Over 8. Now you can see 2 and 8 divided by 2. You get 1 and 4. Now multiply the numerator. 3 times 1, 3 and 4. So what's the answer? 3/4. This one, again 3 times 2 divide by 10. So 3 times 2, now you can simplify. 2 times 1, 2 times 5. So 3/5. So numerator and denominator can be divided by 2. So whenever possible, you can simplify first. This one, 2 times 9 divide by 15. Now you can see, you can divide this by 3. 3 times 3, 3 times 5. Now 2 times 3 is 6 and you get 5. 6/5 is an improper fraction. Convert to a mixed number. 6 divided by 5. So you get 1 whole part and 1/5. Worded problem. 4/5 of 40 mangoes are ripe. Find the number of ripe mangoes. So how many are there? 4/5. 4/5 of. Of means in maths that's multiplication. 4/5 of 40. Now fraction multiplied by a whole number. Just multiply the numerator and divide by the denominator. Now you see, you can simplify further. Divide by 5, 5 times 1, 5 times 8. So 4 times 8, you get 32. So 32 ripe mangoes are there out of 40. Another one. A man travelled 9/11 of the total distance of 88 kilometers by bus. Find the distance travelled by bus. So it's 9/11 of 88 kilometers. So this means multiplication, a fraction with a whole number. You can multiply the numerator like this and divide by 11. Now 88 and 11, it's divisible by 11. 1 and 8. So 8 times 9, 72 kilometers. So 9/11 of 88 is 72 kilometers. Another one. There are 200 marbles in a box. 7/10 of them are red. Find the number of red marbles. Number of red marbles are 7/10 of 200. So you can write 7 into 200, divide by 10. Now divide by 10, you get this one. 7 times 20, 140 marbles are red. Now we'll look at how we multiply a fraction by another fraction. So here in this figure, we can see out of 3 parts, 2 parts are shaded. What is the fraction of half of 2/3? So half. So when you consider only 2/3, half of it is 1/3. We can see that. So how you get that one? 2/3 into 1/3. 2/3 into half is 1/3. So how you do that? When multiply two fractions, multiply numerators separately and denominators separately. So this answer you get by 2/3 of half. So when you multiply numerator 2 times 1, denominator 3 times 2 and 2, you can cancel out these 2 and you get 1/3 as the answer. So what you do? Numerator multiplied by numerator and denominator multiplied by denominator. multiply the given fractions. So you get 2 proper fractions. So what you do here? You multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. Then you can divide this by 2. So 2 is common for both numerator and the denominator. So 2 times 1 and 2 times 2. Now 3 times 1, 3, 2 times 5, 10. So what's the answer? 3 tenths. This one, when you get 2 fractions multiplication, you can multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately and then simplify. When you are simplifying, you can see 5 times 1, 5 times 2. You can divide this by 5. So not by 2, this is divisible by 5. So what's the answer? 7 times 1 is 7, 2 times 8, 16. So the answer is 7 over 16. Now do the multiplication. We just multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately, and see whether you can cross out the common factors. You can divide by 3. 1 and 3 here. Now multiply separately. 5 times 1 and 3 times 4. So 5 over 12. This one, 7 times 4 and 8 times 11. Simplify this. You get 4 times 1 and 4 times 2. So 7 times 1 and 2 times 11. So what you get? 7 over 22. This one again, 2 fractions multiplication. You multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. So what you get here? 7 get cancelled out. So 1 times 3 and 16 times 1. 3 over 16. 3 11s multiplied by 2/3. 3 times 2, 11 times 3. 3 get cancelled out. So you get 1 times 2 in the numerator, 11 times 1 in the denominator. So 2 over 11. This one, 11 over 15. So here, multiply the numerator, 11 times 5. Here 15 times 11. Cross out the common factors. Here you get 2. Divide by 5, this is 1 and 3. You can divide these two by 11. 1 and 1. Now multiply the numerator. 1 times 1. Denominator 3 times 1. So 1/3 is the answer. Here 13 times 5 over 20 times 13. Now we can see, you can cross out 13 with this 13. Divide by 5, 1 and 4. So you get 1 times 1 in the numerator, 4 times 1 in the denominator. So what's the answer? 1 over 4. Multiply a fraction by a mixed number. Now see, this is a proper fraction and this is a mixed number. So what is the first step you have to do? Convert the mixed number to an improper fraction. So we'll first convert this to improper fraction. So how you do that? 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 over 2. Then you get 2 fractions, normal fractions. So multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Can you cross out common factors? No. So 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 2, 10. This one. Convert to improper fraction. 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. You can cross out 2, you can cross out this 7. So what's the answer? Final answer is 1. Convert this to improper fraction. 3 times 7, 21. 21 plus 1, 22. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. You see 11 times 1 and 11 times 2. So that's all. So now multiply 2 times 2 here, 3 times 1, 3. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 over 3. This one, 3 over 8. This one convert to an improper fraction. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. 3 with this 3 get cancelled out. 4 times 1, 4 times 2. Now numerator 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 1, 2. Half is the answer. This one, 4 and 1/4. Convert to an improper fraction. 4 times 4, 16 plus 1, 17. So you get this one. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. 17 times 1, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4. So you get half as the answer. Now what we do? Multiply a mixed number by a mixed number. So you have to convert both the mixed numbers to improper fractions. 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. This one, 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10. So that's the first step. Now, normal fraction. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Now we see 7 get cancelled out with this one. 10 and 2. You can divide by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 5. Now multiply. 1 times 5, 5. 1 into 1, 1. No need to write 1 in the denominator. This one, convert to an improper fraction. 3 times 6, 18 plus 1, 19. This one, 19 times 1, 19 plus 2, 21. Now, multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. So, you get 19, 19 get cancelled out. 3 times 1 and 3 times 7. So, you get 7 as the answer. This one, so convert to an improper fraction. 4 times 3, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 times 1, 13. 13 plus 1, 14. Then multiply the numerator separately. So what you get? You can simplify. 13 times 1, 13 times 1. 2 times 2, 2 times 7. So you get 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 1 is 2. This is an improper fraction. You can write as a mixed number. 7 divided by 2, 6. Yes, you get 7 divided by 2 is 3 and 1 remaining. So 3 and half. So 3 and a half. This one, convert to improper fraction. 3 times 8, 24. 24 plus 1, 25. 4 times 5, 20. 20 plus 1, 21 over 4. Now, multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. Now, see whether you can simplify further. 3 times 1, 3 times 7. So you can't divide by 4. So 25 times 7. 7 times 5, 35. 3 remaining. 7 times 2, 14. 14 plus 1, 70. Divide by 4. This is an improper fraction. Convert to a mixed number. 175 divided by 4. 4 times 4, 16. 1 remaining. So for 15, that's 3. 12, you get 3 remaining. So how can you write this one? 43 and 3/4. This one, 3 times 6, 18 plus 1, 19. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1, 6. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Cross out the common factors, 3 and 1, 3 and 2. So 19 times 2, 38. Divide by 5. Convert to a mixed number with long division. 5 times 7, 35. 3 remaining. So 7 and 3/5. Do the same thing. 7 times 3, 21. 21 plus 1, 22. Here, 11 times 1, 11. 11 plus 1, 12. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately, and cross out the common factors. 3 times 1, 3 times 4 here. 11 times 1, 11 times 2. So now 2 times 4, you get 8. 1 times 1, 1 in the denominator. You don't need to write down. This one, 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 1, 16. 8 times 1, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Now we see 5 and 1, 5 and 3, divisible by 5. 8 times 1, 8 times 2, divisible by 8. Now multiply the numerator. 2 times 3, you get 6. 1 times 1, 1. You don't need to write down 1 there. Again, another question with mixed numbers. 9 times 4, 36 plus 2, 38 over 9. 9 times 1, 19 plus 2, 21. Now, multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. So, we see 2 times 19 is 38. 3 times 3 and 3 times 7. Now, you can multiply the numerators. 2 times 7, 14. And 3 times 1, 3. Convert to a mixed number. 3 times 4, 12. And 2 remaining. So, 4 and 2/3. Multiply following mixed numbers. We are doing the same thing. Even you get 3 mixed numbers, you do the same procedure. You convert to improper fractions. 3 times 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Here, 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Now multiply numerator separately, denominator separately. Now, can you simplify? Check whether there are common factors in both the numerator and the denominator. 5 and 5. 4 and this 4. 3 times 1, 3 times 2. Now you get 2 over 1. So, no need to write down 1. Another one. Convert to improper fractions. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Here 11 times 1, 11. 11 plus 1, 12. 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Now cross out the common factors. 11 and 11. 3 and this 3. 2 with this 12, you get 6. So 6 times 1, the answer is 6. Another 2 questions. Convert to improper fractions. 5 times 3, 15 plus 1, 16. Here 8 times 1, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 7 times 1, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Cross out the common factors. 8, 8. 3 with 9, you get 3 here. What else? That's all. So you get 16 times 3. 18, 1 remaining. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. 48 is the answer. This one. 4 times 5, 20. 20 and 1, 21. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. So 5 times 3 times 2. Now cross out the common factors. 3 with 3. Here 5 with 2. What else? This 2. Again you can cross out with this 2. So final answer is 21. Problems related to fractions. There are 72 children in a class. Fraction of girls is 5/9. Find the number of girls in the class. So how you can find? 5 nines of 72 children are girls. So you can do, just multiply the numerator and here you get denominator 9. Can you simplify? 9 times 1, 9 times 8. So 8 times 5, 40. So 40 girls are there in the class. Another worded problem. There are 140 apples and oranges in a bag. 3/7 of them are oranges. Find the number of oranges. So 3/7 of 140. Fraction multiplied by a whole number. So multiply the numerator separately and here denominator is 7. We only multiply the numerator. Simplify. 7 times 1 and 7 times 20 there. So 3 times 20, you get 60. So 60 oranges are there in the bag. Another question. A man gives 7/10 of his total money, 45,000, to his son. Find the amount of money that son receives. So 7/10 of 45,000. So what you do? 7 times 45,000 and divide by 10. 1 0 get cancelled out. So when you multiply by 7, 0 0. 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 4, 28. 29, 30, 31. So what's the amount? 31,500 rupees. That's the amount that son receives. Now we'll look at the review exercise. Choose the appropriate value from the brackets and fill in the blanks. 3/4 is how many parts? 3 1/4. 2/5 is 2 1/5. 4 1/7 is 4/7. Write down two equivalent fractions for each fraction given below. So you can multiply by 2. So 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. Or you can multiply by 3. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. This one, multiply by 2 first. 4 and 10. Multiply by 3. 6 and 3 times 5, 15. Multiply by 2. 12 and 20. We are multiplying by 2. It's really easy. You can multiply by any number. Multiply by 3. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 10, 30. This one multiply by 2. 16 and 48. Divide by 2. You get 4 and 12. Here, when you get bigger numbers, it's easy to divide rather than multiply. This is also, again, you can divide by 2 and write 2/6. Represent each mixed number given below as an improper fraction. So what's the method? Multiply and then add. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. 6 times 6, 36. 36 plus 1, 37. Represent each improper fraction given below as a mixed number. That means long division. 14 divided by 5. 5 times 2, 10. 4 remaining. How you write? 2 whole parts and 4/5. 18/7. 18 divided by 7. 7 times 2, 14. 4 remaining. 2 whole parts and 4/7. 37/3. 3 times 1, 3. And for 7, that's 2. 6. 1 remaining. So you get 12 and 1/3. Simplify the following. These are addition of fractions. Same denominator. You can write 5 there. Just add the numerators. 2 plus 1. You get 3. Now different denominators you have to convert to the same denominator. 3 and 2, what's the lowest one? 6. So convert to 6, multiply by 2. Convert to 6 here, multiply by 3. So 2 plus 3, 5. This one, 5 and 3. What's the lowest common multiple? 15. Convert to 15. 5 times 3. So 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 5. So 5 times 1, 5. 9 plus 5, 14. So 14/15. Next one, 12 and 8. What's the lowest common multiple? 24. Convert to 24. 12 times 2. 7 times 2, 14. 8 times 3, 24. 8 times 1. So 8 times 3, 24. 3 times 1, 3. So 17/24. 6 and 8. What's the lowest common multiple? 24. Convert to 24. 6 times 4. So 4 times 1. 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 5, 15. When you add the numerators, you get 19/24. 15 and 10. Lowest common multiple is 30. Convert 2 times 15, 30. So 2 times 11, 22. 3 times 10, 30. 3 times 2, 6. You get 28 over 30. You can simplify further. So simplify now. You can divide by what? Divide by 2. 14 over 15. Now mix number addition. Add the whole numbers. 4 plus 1, 5. Then convert this to the same fraction. Same denominator. So you get 5. 8 is the lowest common multiple. So 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 3, you get 7. So what's the answer? 5 and 7 over 8. This one, 2 plus 3, 5. Now add 1/4 and 5 over 9. 5 nines. 9 and 4, what's the common denominator? 36. So 5 and here 9 times 4, 36. So 9 times 1, 9. 4 times 9, 36. 4 times 5, 20. So what's the answer? 5 whole parts, 29 over 36. Simplify the following. So subtraction. Same denominator, just subtract the numerator. 6 minus 2, you get 4. Now here different denominators. Convert to the same. Lowest common multiple is 10. 7 is there. Convert this one. 5 times 2. So 2 times 2, 4. 7 minus 4, you get 3. 3 and 7, what's the lowest common multiple? That's 21. So 7 times 3. So 7 times 1, 7. 3 times 7, 21. 3 times 2, 6. So 7 minus 6, you get 1. 1 you can write as 5 over 5. And minus 1 over 5, you get 5 minus 1 is 4 over 5. 8 and 6, what's the lowest common multiple? 24. Convert. 6 times 8 times 3. 3 times 7, 21. 6 times 4, 24. 4 times 5, 20. So 21 minus 20 is 1. So 1 over 24. Now mix number subtraction. You can subtract the whole numbers. 3 minus 1, 2. Now subtract the proper fractions. What's the lowest common multiple? 8. 7 is there. Convert to the equivalent fraction. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 1, 4. So you get 2 and 3 over 8. Here, subtract the whole numbers. 3 minus 1, 2. So then what you do? You get 5 over 8. Now look at this one. Can we write 3 minus 1 and here you get minus sign. So what you do? We can take 3 as 2 and 1. So 2, I can write 3 as 2 and 1 I can write 8 parts out of 8. And then this one you can write as the same. Now what I can? Now I can subtract the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 minus 3, you get 8 minus 5, you get 3 over 8. This one. 2 minus 1, 1. Now we have to subtract 2/5 and 3/20. So convert to the same denominator, that's 20. So here 4 times 5, so 4 times 2, 8 minus 3. So what's the answer? 1 and 5 over 20. you can simplify further. 5 times 1, 5 times 4. So what's the final answer? 1 and 1/4. Example number 1. Multiply a fraction with a whole number. So what you do? You can multiply the numerators only. So 3 times 2, 6. You get here 3/8. So 3 times 5 in the numerator and 8 in the denominator. So you get 15/8. Now you can write as a mixed number. 15 divided by 8. So 7 remaining. 1 and 7/8. This one. 4 times 2/5. Multiply numerators. 8/5. Convert to a mixed number. So you get 8 divided by 5. 1 and 3 remaining. So 1 and 3/5. Exercise 13.1. Express the product of each of the following in its simplest form. If the answer is an improper fraction, express it as a mixed number. So multiply the numerators. You get here 6. 5 times 1, 5. 5/6. Here 3 times 3/10. You get 9/10. 6 times 2/13. 6 times 2, 12. 12/13. All are proper fractions. This one. Multiply the numerators. 3 times 5/7. So 15/7 is an improper fraction. So 15 divided by 7, you get 2 and 1 remaining. So you can write 2 and 1/7. This one, multiply the numerators. 2 times 9/7. So 9 times 2, 18/7. Convert to a mixed number. 18 divided by 7. 7 times 2, 14. And 4 remaining. 2 whole parts and 4/7. This one, 1 times 17 divided by 10. 17/10. Convert to a mixed number. Divide by 10. 1 and 7 remaining. 1 and 7/10. This one. 5 times 7 divided by 9. 5 times 7, 35 divided by 9. What's the mixed number? 9 times 4, 36. So 9 times 3, 27. So what's remaining? 8. So 3 and 8/9. 3 times 12/4. Now we see we can simplify. 4 times 1, 4 times 3. So 3 times 3, you get 9. This one, 2 times 10 divided by 5. You can simplify again. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So 2 times 2, you get 4. This one. Multiply the numerator. 7 times 1/8. So you get 7/8. Any fraction multiplied by 0, you get 0. This one, 4 times 3 divided by 5. 12 divided by 5. You can convert to a mixed number. 5 times 2, 10. And 2 remaining. 2/5. This one, 3 times 1/4. You can write 3/4. 5 times 8/6. You can simplify. Divide by 2. you get this one. 5 times 4, 20. 20 over 3. Write in mixed number. 3 times 6, 18. 2 remaining, so 2/3. 10 times 3, divide by 5. You can simplify. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So 2 times 3, you get 6. Question number 2. A vehicle that travels at a constant speed journeys 3/4 kilometers in a minute. How far does it travel in 8 minutes? So 1 minute, it travels 3/4 kilometers. Now they are asking, what about in 8 minutes? So you just multiply this by 8. So you get whole number and a fraction. 8 times 3 over 4. You can simplify this. 4 times 1, 4 times 2. So 2 times 3, 6 kilometers. Question number 3. A machine produces 600 plastic cups in an hour. How many cups does it produce in 2/3 hours? So 1 hour, 600 cups. They are asking in 2/3 hours. So that means 600 multiplied by 2/3. So what you do, 600 multiplied by 2, divide by 3. Simplify. 3 times 1, 3 times 200. So you get 400 cups. Example number 1. Fraction multiplied by another fraction. So you do the normal way. Multiply the numerators separately, denominators separately. Now see whether you can simplify. You can't simplify. So 4 times 2, 8. 7 times 3, 21. Here multiply the numerators separately and the denominators separately and see whether you can simplify first. You can. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Then what's the answer? 3 times 2. Here another simplification. 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. Now you can write 3 over 4. Exercise 13.2. Simplify the following. 2 fractions. So multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. So 1 over 8. Here 2 times 1 over 3 times 5. You get 2 over 15. This one 3 times 5 and 4 times 7. You can't simplify. 15 over 28. 3 times 2 over 5 times 7. So you get 6 over 35. This one fraction. So 3 times 2, multiply the numerator separately. You get here simplification. 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. So 3 times 1, 3, 4 times 5, 20 is the answer. Here multiply the numerators separately, denominators separately and see whether you can simplify. Yes, 7 times 1 and 7 times 2. So what's the answer? 3 over 20. This one. 5 times 4 over 12 times 7. Can you simplify? Yes, we can simplify. Whenever you can simplify, just simplify first. 4 times 1, 4 times 3. Now multiply 5 over 21. This one, 6 times 14 over 7 times 15. Check whether you can simplify. Divide by 7, 1 and 2. Divide by 3, 3 times 2, 3 times 5. What you get? 2 times 2, 4, 4 over 5. Again, two fractions multiplication. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately, and see whether you can simplify. 2 times 3, 2 times 4. So what's the answer? 9 over 28. 3 times 2 and 5 times 3. You can simplify. 3 and 3 get cancelled out. So what's the final answer? 2 over 5. Here, this one. 2 times 3 and 11 times 4. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So what's the answer? 3 over 22. Here, 3 times 5 and 10 times 6. Numerator separately and the denominator separately. 3 times 1, 3 times 2. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. Now what's remaining? 1 and 4. 1/4. This one, 3 times 2 over 4 times 3. 3 and 3 get cancelled out. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So you get 1 over 2. 5 times 3 over 12 times 10. 5 times 1 and 5 times 2. 3 times 1 and 3 times 4. So what you get? 1 over 8. Now you get 3 fractions. Just multiply the numerators separately and the denominators separately. Can you simplify? Can't simplify. So what's the answer? 3 over 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus into 5, 40. This one, 2 times 5 times 3. 3 times 8 into 10. Now simplify. 3 get cancelled out. 2, 1, 2 times 4. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So what's the final answer? 1 over 8. Example number 1. Now you get fraction multiplied by a mixed number. So what's the first step? You convert the mixed number to improper fraction. 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Now multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately, and simplify. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Now what you get? 5 over 6. Example number 2. Convert to an improper fraction. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. Now multiply the numerator and the denominator separately. 4 times 1 and 4 times 2. So you get 6 over 5. Convert to a mixed number. 6 divided by 5. 1 and 1/5. Exercise 13.3. Simplify the following. So 2/3 multiplied by improper fraction of 1 and 1/3, 4 over 3. Now multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. Can you simplify? You can't. So 8 over 9. This one, 3/5 multiplied by. Convert to improper fraction. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5 over 4. Multiply the numerator separately denominator separately. 5 get cancelled out. What's the answer? 3/4. This one, 5/8 multiplied by an improper fraction. 3 times 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. Now, multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. You get 25. 8 times 3, 24. This is an improper fraction. Convert, divide by 24, you get 1 and 1 remaining. This one, 7/10 multiplied by. Convert to improper fraction. 7 times 2, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. 7 times 1, 7 times 1. You can divide by 5. 5 times 2, 5 times 3. Now multiply. 3/2. This is an improper fraction. Convert to a mixed number. You get 1 and 1 remaining. 1.5. This one, 1/6 multiplied by improper fraction. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. You get 11/30. Here 3/5 into 9 times 3, 27 plus 1, 28. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Now try to simplify. You get 3 times 1, 3 times 3. Then you get 28 and 15. So when you divide 28 by 15, what you get? 1. And what's the remainder? 13. So you can write 1 and 13/15. This one, 7/10. Multiply by the improper fraction here. 3 times 3, 99 plus 1, 100. Now multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately and simplify. Divide by 10. You get 70/3. 70 divided by 3. 3 times 2, 6. For 10, that's 3. So what's the remainder? 1. So 23 whole parts and 1/3. This one, 5/12 multiplied by the improper fraction here. 11 times 3, 33. 33 plus 3, 36. Now multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. Can you simplify? 12 times 1, 12 times 3. So 5 times 3, 15/11. This is an improper fraction. So you get 1. So 4 remaining. So 4/11. This one, convert this to improper fraction. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5 into 1/5. Multiply the numerator, denominator separately. 5 and 5 get cancelled out. You get half. This one, 4 times 3, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. Multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. Simplify this. 5 times 2, 5 times 3. That's all. So 3 times 3, 3 times 7, 21. 4 times 2, 8. So how many 8s for 21? 2. 16. What's the remainder? 21 minus 16. You get 5. 5/8. 3 fractions, but same thing. 2/5, half, and this one you can convert to improper fractions. So you get 5/2. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Can you simplify? 1, 2 get cancelled out. This 5 also get cancelled out. So you get half as the answer. This one 3/4, 2/5. And here 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 7/6. Multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. Simplify this. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. 3 times 1, 3 times 2. So you get 7 over 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 5, 20. A worded problem. If a vehicle travels a distance of 12.5 kilometers on 1 liter of fuel, find the distance it travels on 3/4 of fuel. So it says 1 liter of fuel, it can travel 12.5 kilometers. What about 3/4 of liters? So that means 12.5 multiplied by 3/4. So what you do, convert to improper fractions. 24 plus 1, 25. And here 3/4. Multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. Can you simplify? You can't simplify. So you get 25 times 3, 75. 4 times 2, 8. So 75 over 8. 8 times 9, 72. So 3 remaining. So what's the answer? 9 and 3/8 kilometers. Question number 3. Aheli reads a certain book for 1 3/4 hours each day. She finishes reading the book in 7 days. Find in hours the time she took to finish the book. So every day 1 3/4 hours. So here 7 days. So 1 day she spent 1 3/4 of hours. So now she spent 7 days. So multiply by 7. So how many hours are there? This is a mixed number multiplied by a whole number. So convert to improper fractions. 4 times 1, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 over 4 times 7. So what you do? Multiply the numerator and here you get denominator 4. 49 over 4. So what's 49 over 4? 1. And for 9, that's 2 and remainder 1. So you get 12 and 1/4 hours. Question number 4. When Kamala was hospitalized due to an illness, the doctor instructed her to drink 1/10 liters of liquid once every half an hour. Calculate the amount of liquid that Kamala drinks during 3.5 hours in milliliters. So here half an hour she drinks 1/10 of liters. Now calculate the amount of liquid that Kamala drinks during 3.5 hours in milliliters. So how many hours are there? So half an hour, this is this one. So what about for 1 hour? You have 2 half an hours for 1 hour. So multiply this by 2. So you get this much of liters. So when you multiply the numerator, you get 2 over 10. Or you can simplify, you get 1/5 of liter. Then you are asked to find for 3.5 hours. What's the value? So 1/5 into 3.5. So convert to an improper fraction. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 7. So you get 7 over 10. So that means you multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. So the answer is 7 over 10 liters. Now this is in milliliters. So how you convert liters to milliliters? Multiply by 1000. So multiply by 1000. You get, that means divide by 10, 700 milliliters. Example number 1, mixed number multiplied by a mixed number. Convert all mixed numbers to improper fractions. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. This one, 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So you get, multiply the numerator separately, denominator separately. 4 times 1, 4 times 2. So 22 over 5 you can write as a mixed number. 5 times 4, 20, 2 remaining. So 4 and 2/5 is the answer. This one convert to improper fractions. 5 over 4. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, 7 over 2 and 1/4. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. Can you simplify? No. So 5 times 7, 35. 4 times 4, 16 into 2, 32. Now divide how many 32s for 35? That's 1. What's the remainder? 3 out of 32. 1 and 3 over 32. Exercise 13.4. Simplify the following. Convert to improper fractions. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. This one, 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. Now multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. 5 times 1, 5 times 1. 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. So you get 4. This one convert to improper fractions. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 times 4, 12 plus 1, 13. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. 3 and 3. So you get 13 over 2. Or simplify, you get 7 and half. These two. 4 times 3, 12 plus 3, 15. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1, 6. Multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. Simplify now. 5 times 1 and 5 times 3. 2 times 2 and 2 times 3. So you get 9 over 2. So 9 divided by 2 you get 4 and a half. This one, 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. 5 over 3. 4 times 3, 12 plus 3, 12 plus 3, 15. Multiply the numerator and the denominator separately. Can you simplify? 3 times 1 and 3 times 5. So you get 25 over 4. So how many 4s? 4s for 24. 6. 24 and 1 remaining. So 6 and 1/4. This one, convert to improper fractions. 4 into 6, 24 plus 1, 25. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. 5 times 1 and 5 times 5. 4 times 1 and 4 times 3. So 5 times 3 you get 15. This one. 3 times 10, 30. 30 plus 2, 32. 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So 32 times 9 and 3 times 4. So you get 4 times 1 and this is 8. 3 times 1 and 3 times 3. So 8 times 3, you get 24. Another question. So convert to improper fractions. 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10. 100 times 100, 100 plus 1, 101. Multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. 1, 0 get cancelled out. So you get 101 over 70. So 101 over 70 means you get 1. What's the remainder? 31. So you can write down 1 and 31 over 70. This one, 4 times 5, 20. So 21 over 4 times. 7 times 2, 14 plus 2, 16 over 7. Multiply the numerator separately and the denominator separately. 4 times 1, 4 times 4. 7 times 1, 7 times 3. So you get 12 over 1. You can write 12. 3 fractions but same procedure. So multiply and convert to improper fractions. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 4 times 5, 20 plus 4, 24. And here 5 over 14. Multiply the numerators separately, denominators separately. Can you simplify? 7 times 2. 5 times 1. 2 times 12 and 2 times 6. What's the final answer? You get 6. This one, 10 times 3, 30. 30 plus 3, 33. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 4 times 7, 28 plus 2, 30. Multiply the numerator separately and denominator separately. 10 times 3. 7 times 1, 7 times 1. 3 times 11. What else? That's all. So 11 times 3, you get 33 as the answer. So we covered all theory related to multiplication of fractions. When a fraction is multiplied by a whole number, the numerator of the resultant fraction is the product of the whole number and the numerator of the given fraction. And its denominator is the same as that of the given fraction. When a fraction is multiplied by a fraction, the numerator of the resultant fraction is the product of the numerators of the given fractions, and its denominator is the product of the denominators of the given fractions. So practice all theory related to that and practice all examples and exercise and thorough with fractions, and next lesson is about fraction division.